And we are back again. Again, there is another face capture, face tracking program that we're going to talk about. This one is VUP. Now, you can see its Steam page here. You can also see that's free. So, those are positive things. And I have a moving model, so it is better than our last attempt at this. We're going to see how this goes. Yes, see how it goes. Now, I've shown you their page. Let's actually bring up the window. You're going to get two windows, which this is one of the only ones that has a dual interface like this that I've seen. And you need to log into this app. It feels like it was built off of like a smartphone app, and it has a login screen before you can do anything else. On the login screen, you can in fact select Steam to log in, so you don't need any other sort of accounts, but it has other account options in there. So just to mention that, I just logged in using Steam. Now, I have gone and added a model using the add model function here. You can see we have Epsilon free, so consistency across these different reviews as much as I can. But they offer an entire marketplace for avatar models here. I could switch to something else, but I'm not sure what sort of licensing or details are on most of these, because most of the stuff here is in Japanese, and I cannot read Japanese even if I can speak Japanese. So I'm not sure, for instance, if we were to click on this one. Obviously, I think it's downloading in the background. Oh, hey. And now it switches my model. It switches the model, and it is huge compared to what I had. Oop. And the face tracking apparently has gone off, because this model, which I'm not sure, it says, well, no commercial use. So yeah, let's not go with that. Since I uploaded this one, I know that I can use it without any issues. And I'm positive that the included one that they have, well, actually it says not allowed either. So I guess you can't use any commercial use. And technically, me posting a video of it is a commercial use. So yeah, we're just going to show it as a static thing. The face capture is on, but I think we need to set that. Here we go. Moving again. That's a good sign. But that actually shows you what you want to do when you get into broadcasting. Obviously, you turn on this. You can capture other things besides just yourself. You can even use a phone camera here. Apparently, head rotation is a thing. I'm not sure how that works. Even upper body. And it all seems about the same. I'm not sure if that changed anything, but hey, why not? Here are some body capture settings, and there are a lot of them. It supports just about everything I think I've ever heard of, minus a couple of things. There are a couple of tracking systems that I have heard of that I don't see here, and you can set them on and off. Obviously, here's some broadcast settings too. You can turn on a virtual camera, which is what we do for like some of the other ones like PRPR Live and FaceRig. I tend to use their virtual camera just because it simplifies things. Here it actually specifically has a note that says that you don't want to use the camera when using OBS. Probably because it's a 2-window setup and it's designed so it outputs the second window. So you don't really need to do a virtual camera like you do as much with the others, which don't have their own window. You can turn on transparency, which obviously I have enabled here. There's a lot of other ones like auto wink, which is on by default apparently. You can even record in here. I'm not sure what any of this actually means as far as a broadcast plan. There's also, scenes you can choose. Obviously, we're just using a transparent background, so that's what we have up. They can do lighting, all sorts of stuff. There's other cameras even, though I'm not sure what you'd really need those for, because you can rotate this camera around. So, I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all, but hey, it's there. They also have some other buttons, and I have no idea what they do. I'm guessing that's to contact them over different media, like their pages. There's also settings. The system settings is pretty simplified. Thankfully, it defaults to English if you are an English speaker. So that's useful. Also, you can change the display resolution. It's kind of weird that it's not like 720p. Personally, I think that would have made a lot more sense for a default. But that's not what it does. So, yeah. You can change that, though. You can make it 720p or any other resolution you might want. 720p, though, is kind of the standard for most of these. So, that's a point. But, I mean, it's been working. It doesn't seem to be the greatest with my mouth. I have a pretty wide mouth, and I really have to stretch to get it to recognize my mouth. So, that's a thing. It does seem to get my eyes a bit. It knows if I blink. So that's good, because I have glasses, and I've mentioned this. So, it's working with those. So, actually, decent face tracking. I have not used it to stream. And I'm kind of put off doing that, mostly because I'm worried about the extra overhead of running this other window while I'm also running the rendering. I'd have to check and see about that. And you can't see it, but I have the task manager running. Oh, there we go. There we go. As you can see in task manager here, I have a lot of stuff running, but display is the output window. That's what you're seeing for the avatar here. That's only using 2.5, 2 to about 3%. But they also have the other portion. Which is running at 7%. Roughly. It goes up and down because that's how this sort of thing works. But that's about 10%. I mean, it's not horrible. And I have a bunch of other stuff running in the background. So, that's eating up a lot more time. But it's more intense than OBS is. So recording this is taking less effort than to render this. Which is kind of common. I mean, that's pretty typical. But, yeah. It's in the mid-range as far as testing of these goes. So, that's something to consider as well. I mean, I kind of expect that since, the face tracking is doing a decent job. It's doing a decent job. So, this is another option. I kind of like what I already have, but this is a decent option. And I don't really appreciate having a storefront built into it, but, I mean, I guess that's perfectly fine. I guess it's perfectly fine. It does make me worry a bit, though, because when you add a model, if you have this setting here set to private, then that's all good. That's just you. But if you accidentally added like your model and you didn't have it set as private, that would be bad, because anyone could then download your model, and I'm not sure how you even like remove a model from this once you've added it. So yeah, I don't like that aspect of it so much. That's not really something it's not something that I would like to have to worry about. I think that's the best way to put it. So, I think that's a pretty good rundown of VUP for now, and I'm assuming that's how you say it. If not, I'm sure someone will let me know. Aha! But, I think that's it. Bye for now. See you later. Yeah.